If you're looking for a meaningful career and a strong team to back you up, listen up. Central Marin Police is hiring. Whether you're just starting out or already in the field, this could be your next big move with big community impact. Here to tell us more is Sergeant Jeff Peterson and Detective Josh Hamilton. Thank you both for being here at Live in the Bay.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yes, this is so exciting. You guys are hiring, and we're going to dive into that in just a moment. But first, I want to talk about Central Marin Police. And really, you guys are a special department. So what sets you guys apart?
I think that we differ from other police agencies, maybe nationwide, because we really have a great community that backs us up and supports us, and it allows us to enforce traffic well, fight crime, but also do a lot of really good community policing activities.
Yes, and you guys also have a special brotherhood. Speak a little bit about that and how that sets you guys apart and makes you different.
Absolutely. So we are kind of a small knit department. We're big enough where we can do a lot of different things. We have some specialties, but at the same time small enough where we kind of have our own culture. We really support one another. We kind of feel like a family.
Yeah.
So ever since I've been there, it's just felt like a family. You make really good connections with the people you work with, and they support you, and just so much opportunity to grow together and just have that support.
Absolutely. Well, I want to talk a little bit about your different career paths. Sergeant Peterson, talk to me about what made you want to become a sergeant and be in law enforcement.
Yeah, so sergeant is a leadership position, and I guess the reason I wanted to do that is similar to the reason I became a police officer in the first place. Is I'm fortunate to serve the community I live in, and so I want police officers that go out there and really make an impact. And I feel as a sergeant I can do that as far as who we're hiring, who we're training, and just like Josh said, bring them into the culture that really keeps a lot of us feeling good about showing up to work.
Yeah, and Detective Hamilton, you yourself as well, pursuing this career, what made you want to become a detective?
So I always wanted to be a detective. Getting into law enforcement, I knew that. So I was able to get on some good teams, get some really good coaching from my supervisors, from sergeants, from corporals, from coworkers. And then, I would take these cases, I would do my reports, and then it was kind of up to me where it went from there. Or it wasn't up to me where it went after that. So I was always very invested in my cases, and I just wanted to do more. I wanted to be the person taking those next steps, and not only for my own learning process, but to just be able to get in there and get a new skill set to learn more. And at our department, we go back to patrol after investigations, so being able to get that knowledge, get that experience, and be something I can pass along when I go back to patrol, when I'm FTOing new people, and when I'm going to be supervising one day. So
yeah.
Just a huge opportunity for me that I love doing.
Yeah, well, thank you both so much for serving the community, how you guys do. I just think that you guys can't get enough praise, so thank you for that. Let's get to the hiring announcement, because this is so special. You guys need some new people. You're recruiting some new team members. Tell me about the hiring.
Yeah, so we we're really proud of where we work, and we want you to come and give it a shot. So I think starting with visiting us and maybe going on a ride along, and you can come on a ride along if you'd want as well.
Anyone?
Yeah, anyone.
Wow.
And just seeing if it's the right place for you. And then from there you would, if you're still interested, do an interview, like an oral board style interview with a panel. And advancing to the next step kind of looks like going into a background investigation, which could be a few weeks or a couple of months. And then from there, you meet with the chief, you meet with the captain, and we make a decision, and then you're off to police academy. And while you're in police academy, you get paid.
Yeah, okay, that's a good perk as well.
Yeah.
I think that breaking down kind of the hiring process and all the steps is really helpful. And, for anyone that's thinking about applying, what advice would you have for any applicants that are thinking, I might want a career in this? What would you say, Detective Hamilton?
Obviously, like Sergeant Peterson said, get to know the department, get to know where you're going to be working, look at the population, look at the jurisdiction, look at what size of department is it? Is it somewhere where you want to go and grow? Are there specialties they like? And then that ride along really just gives you a feel for the people that work there. And kind of like I talked about, our camaraderie, that family atmosphere, that's something you get to see. Mm-hmm. So yeah, you can go somewhere else, you can choose to make more money somewhere else, you could commute, or you can find a place that's a good fit for you.
Yeah.
So absolutely doing that, and then talking to people in law enforcement, friends, family, even just your local police officer, and just kind of getting their take on it.
Yeah, very, very cool. Sergeant Peterson, what would you say for anyone that makes it to the interview process, words of advice in the interview?
Just stay calm, be yourself, come prepared. Hopefully you've done some research on who we are, where we are, a beautiful section in Northern California. and just know that this is going to be a great career and do your best.
Yeah, very, very good. One final question I have for both of you. What's the most rewarding aspect of this? You guys are obviously dealing with a lot of things, but you're also giving back and serving the community. So Detective Hamilton, I'll start with you. What's the most rewarding part for you?
It's just really serving the community and just getting that sense of pride in doing a job well and doing it for the citizens, doing it for the people that need our help. At the end of the day, you could just take paperwork all day, but you might get that one opportunity to have a really good interaction with someone, and those are things that stick with you.
Yeah, what about you, Sergeant Peterson?
It's a 12-hour shift, and you get to do a lot, whether that's traffic, arresting somebody that made a poor decision, but you could literally save somebody's life in that shift, and you could also hand out 45 Central Marin Police stickers to young kids and really just feel fulfilled, so there's some aspects of the job that are very challenging and very difficult, but we're in a community that supports us, and to be able to give back and see them happy to see a police officer versus scared to see a police officer always makes me feel really good.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you both so much for joining us and sharing a little bit about your journeys. And we are going to ask the community to apply. If you think this is something that you'd be interested in, we will post the information on our website. So thank you guys both.
Right. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yep.
To learn more, you can visit the centralmarinpolice.org website. They'll have more information there on how to apply, and we'll post it on the Live in the Bay website as well.